Oh, welcome, man.
Thank you, thank you. So, I know that I've come here to do a little bit of comedy, but there's some serious news that I wanted to begin with. I don't know if any of you all heard. Yesterday, there was a military coup in the country of Namibia in Africa. Over 5,000 soldiers, Navy, members of the Air Force, over 5,000 members of the military went to the capital Windhoek and went, coup, coup, coup. Yeah, my buddy Steven, he ran into me the other day and he said, Shawn, I got this plan. I'm going to steal a bunch of clothes that belong to nuns. I'm like, look, do what you got to do, but don't make it a habit. Well, you know, By and Large is a popular group for overweight feminists. Cool. So, there's this other really horrible incident that happened today. A horse broke out of a stable and killed a farmer. I just hate whenever I have to hear about cases of domesticated violence. So, one of the things I like to do to relax is I watch a lot of documentaries. And an interesting one I saw was about in Denmark right now, the most popular show this past year is a show called Blockman. And it was hosted by this guy who's basically Denmark's Simon Cowell. And the concept of this show is basically him and one other famous Danish celebrity. They sit in a basically empty warehouse on a couch, and then a group of women is paraded in front of them, of all different age types, and these women basically disrobe, and the two men just comment on them. And this is the most popular show in Denmark. I have so many friends in New York, LA, all the, working on scripts, designing, but no, apparently you don't need that. Just ugly guys, naked women, empty warehouse, that will apparently get you top ratings in Denmark. I don't know what being the top-rated show in Denmark is. It might be like being the most popular rap star in Finland, but I guess you take what you can get. But if you watch this show, it's really weird, because as you know, Denmark is the land of existentialism, where Kierkegaard comes from. So, of course, they'll comment on the women saying, they're very beautiful, but of course, it gets a little dark after a while. So, you just see them talking on the women. Oh yes, she is a very beautiful woman. She's very attractive. You can see her blonde hair. My mother had blonde hair. When I was 12 years old, I was forced to watch her eaten by wolves. My father said that it would make a real man out of me. Yes, turn around. Oh yes, look at her. Look, her hands are very beautiful. They remind me of the hands of a nun. My father was molested by a nun. Whenever we were driving in the car and we would pass a church, he would pull over to the side of the road and begin punching himself in the side of the head until he started bleeding. He would then say, I am the chosen one! And we would continue driving after this. So, when I was walking in Puerto del Sol this week, I ran into a demonstration, and it was done by a lot of vegetarians, PETA, a lot of vegans, and they would hand out a pamphlet, and it was all about all the cruelty that animals have to go through and exploitation so that food can get made. And when I reached, hearing the end of their little spiel and they gave me the pamphlet, my views on food had changed. Not that I wanted to become a vegan, but I started really thinking about cannibalism. Because if you think about it, vegans have got to taste the best. I mean, a guy like me, I'm eating all this crap. This is just like toxins and cigarettes and liquor and too much junk food all in here. But the vegans are just going to be so healthy. They're always going to the gym, all this nice toned muscle. The only fat is nicely toned and exercised. One of the things I have is I have a degree in history, and I spent a lot of time studying a lot of different cultures. One of my favorite countries to study was the country of Japan, and I like to study the culture of the samurai. And probably one of the most famous rituals of the samurai is the ritual suicide known as seppuku, sometimes American known as harakiri. Now, the point of seppuku was if you had committed a problem, if you had done something wrong, you had to apologize, because in ancient Japan, buying your friend a drink just wouldn't fucking cut it. So, you had to do it for anything, so there was a lot of scenarios in ancient Japan that probably went down like this. Akira, you have committed a great shame, and you must commit seppuku, or else you will dishonor your whole family. I understand. Ah! Ah! It's stuck! You have to keep going. I can feel the warm breeze on my kidney! I can see my... Hey guys, I found the key. Ooh, too late. Sorry! So, as you may have guessed, my act's a little dark, but like a lot of comedians, I would like to one day appear on television. So, I've started to prepare some bits that would be okay for television. I'm gonna do a little one for you. So this is a little different, it's for TV. I tell you folks, those spitheads in government have really been funking up the country this week. Bunch of rock suckers. So, as with history, one of my other things before I leave you is I'm a really big fan of music. And one of my favorite bands is the old Irish band Thin Lizzy. We got any Thin Lizzy fans out here? Woo! Alright, thank you, Dominic.
The only one.
Only one with taste, I understand.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like us. So, there's a very popular song that they did, and it was a song called Jailbreak. And the song I like is has a really great hook in it. Now, I'm not a singer, like some people here, so I'm going to try to do my best. And the hook goes, tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in the town. Tonight there's going to be a jailbreak somewhere in the town. Could be the bakery, could be the dildo shop. There's no way to reach the end of this mystery. So, one of the downsides when you're listening to this song is there's a part in the end when the jailbreak happens that, you know, the police siren, woo, 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 goes. And this is a really bad song to be listening to if you're driving on a country road at night and you're really nervous, or if you're smuggling a lot of cocaine in the trunk. And my attorney has advised me not to discuss which I like to engage in more. And he's also advised me to end the set right now. So thank you very much. I'm Shawn Barron.